Hi, I'm Joe Paiva with GeoLearn, and I am here with the student team from Dunwoody College of Technology in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we're here for the 2017 student competition in March in Washington, D.C. area. So I'm going to let the team members introduce themselves. We'll start with the team leader.
My name is Patrick Kowal.
Curtis Merriam.
Francis Maranga.
And can you all tell me where you are in your student career? In other words, how close are you to graduation, and what do you plan to do when you finish?
I am a sophomore. I'm graduating in the spring, and I plan to be a surveyor. In the near future, I plan to be a licensed surveyor.
This is my last semester as well. I look to possibly get a job with Kimberly Horn.
I'm presently functioning as a engineering technician at a small civil engineering firm, and I am open to continuing my education at some point in time in the future as either a professional engineer or a licensed surveyor.
So in looking at your poster before we started, I noticed that you also have an emeritus member. Can you explain?
We actually had one team member who actually changed programs in the middle of last semester with one semester left. He would have graduated with us in May of this year. He has decided to become a computer programmer.
All right. So I didn't know if that was a good or a bad thing, or if he had graduated and moved on. So thank you for filling that in. So tell us, so the general guidelines for this year's student competition project involved doing some kind of a high precision leveling project, or maybe I should call it a leveling network. So I see a pretty picture here. Can you tell us a little bit about what's in the picture, just in a brief way?
So essentially what we were concerned about is how to apply high precision vertical control to monitor point elevations. And we were curious to see what the impact was between point elevations and temperature and precipitation. So we started at an NGS monument that was adjacent to our site, set 21 points, and then used 4 different types of instruments twice, both before an extended period of freezing and after an extended period of freezing, to determine the point elevations.
Can you tell me a little bit about the various technologies you used?
Yes, we used a digital level as well as differential level. We did a total station and a GPS. Those are the 4 methods we used to go through, and again, we did that pre and post frost.
Was the GPS static or real-time kinematic?
That was RTK.
Okay. And so how did you come up with the idea to do all this? Was this a team effort, or did one of you come up with the idea?
It was a team effort. Yeah, we figured out that by only using 1 or 2 methods, we may not come up with a very reliable solution about the same. So we agreed that we can do the 4 and see which one works best.
Well, I am actually waiting with quite a bit of anticipation to hear your presentation, because you haven't presented yet today, because at least 2 of those methods are much more preferred by surveyors because they are a lot faster than the other 2 methods that you chose to use. So I'm really curious to see. Hopefully the surveyors who hear about this presentation will also be interested in reading your report. Did you have any help from professionals or others with equipment or analysis?
Well, we did have help from our program advisor. We did reach out to a member of the NGS who used to teach at our institution, but we did not get answers at a certain point in time before we had a deadline to submit the presentation. And then we reached out to a local geotechnical company, and that was a similar situation.
In terms of what you learned from the project, what do you think you're taking to your future jobs from having done this project?
In this case, from this project, I learned that when setting control points, I have first of all to figure the type of material and basically see what kind of accuracy I need all the time and the stability of whatever the structure that may be, which may be developed on the place.
So similar question, what are you taking to your professional job from what you have learned on this project?
Uh, Very simply, time and effort. Understanding of what we've done, taking the data, processing the data, creating a good product, and being very conscious and aware of the product that we have and having confidence in that product.
Same question.
I think it's about time management and organization, and then critical thinking skills. This project forced me to think about the whys based on the results and the numbers, and that's something that sometimes in your daily life you just are concerned about tasks. And functioning as a surveyor or an engineer in the future at some point in time, it's not about just tasks, it's about understanding why things happen and how to impact them either positively or negatively.
Well, thanks for spending some time with us and telling us such a great job in such a nice way about the project and what you learned from it. Good luck on the competition.